Hello my friends, it's Danny and today I'm showing you how to make my taco salad bowl. Now this is a recipe I've been making for years. It's a really easy, healthy recipe idea that works well for busy weeknights, and it's also great for meal prep. So the first thing I like to do is prep all of my ingredients, starting with my vegetables. So I need 2 bell peppers chopped up. Now I personally like to use 2 different colors because this adds more variety and more color to the dish. And I always cut my peppers by cutting off the sides, aka the cheeks, cutting off the bottom, then slicing the pepper into strips, rotating and coming back across the other way. Next, I need a half of a chopped onion, three cloves of diced garlic, one small tomato that I'm going to chop up as well, and then I have a large heart of romaine lettuce, and I just slice off the bottom, do one long slice down the center, then come back over the top and slice it nice and thin. You're also going to need some low sodium beef broth. This could also be chicken broth or even water in a pinch. A small can of kidney beans or whatever type of bean you prefer, and I'm going to drain those out and then rinse them with some cold water. Some shredded cheddar cheese, and 3 tablespoons of taco seasoning. Now you can buy your taco seasoning pre-made at the grocery store. Personally, I'm a big fan of the Siete brand, but it's also super easy to make yourself at home. All you have to do is combine 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, a half a teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon oregano, 1 teaspoon paprika, a tablespoon of ground cumin, a half a teaspoon of cocoa powder, that gives it a little bit of depth, and then some salt and pepper. Then I just gently whisk this all together and carefully transfer it into an airtight container. I like to use an old spice jar like I have here. It is perfect for the job. Just pop the lid on and this will happily last in your spice jar for up to 5 months. Now the next ingredient we need is 3 cups of cooked brown rice. Now you could make brown rice following the ingredients on pretty much any type of brown rice packaging, but the basic technique for 3 cups of cooked brown rice is to rinse 1 cup of the dried rice under some cold water. You just want to make sure that it doesn't have any debris on it. Then place the rice in a pot with 2 cups of water and a couple teaspoons of olive oil. This could also be butter. Bring everything up to a boil, then reduce the heat down to a simmer, pop on the lid, and cook for another 20 to 25 minutes. Now, a lot of rice bags say it needs to cook for 40, 45 minutes. That never seems to be the case for me and my rice. But again, you're gonna have to experiment with your stove and your rice. Once the rice is tender and has absorbed all the water, shut the heat off, let it sit in the pot for another 5 to 10 minutes so it can continue to steam, and then your rice is ready to go. Now, if you wanted a shortcut method, don't forget you can also buy frozen brown rice at the grocery store, and then your rice will be ready in just a couple of minutes. From here, you just have to decide what type of protein you want to use for your taco salad bowl. You could do a ground turkey, a ground chicken, ground beef. I today have chose to do ground bison. I really like ground bison. It's a good, high quality, lean option, and they are almost always grass fed. I like to get mine right from Butcher Box. I've shared that with you before. They are a company that delivers high quality meat right to your door, so I will leave a link for them down in the description box below. And if you want a plant-based option, you could do some tofu, tempeh, you could do the ground vegan meat crumbles, or even some lentils. And as a matter of fact, if you are one of my vegan friends, I would love if you would come on down to the comments below and share some of your plant-based suggestions. So I have a nice big non-stick saute pan heating over a medium-high heat, and I'm gonna add my bison right to the dry pan. I don't even add any oil at this point because you really don't need it. I just season it with a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper. I'm gonna break this up into little crumbles, and then I'm just gonna let it cook until those crumbles are nice and lightly browned. From here, I'm gonna push everything over to one side of the pan, add a little bit of olive oil into the other side of the pan, and then add in my chopped up onion, bell peppers, and garlic. Give that another little pinch of salt and black pepper, seasoning as we go, and then I'll let this continue to cook for another 5 minutes or so. I'm really just looking to get the raw edge off of those vegetables. Then I'm just gonna start to incorporate the veggies with the meat, get everything all together, and then sprinkle in 3 tablespoons of taco seasoning along with my beef broth. You just pour that right in, and any type of broth would do, chicken broth, even water. And I'm also gonna toss my kidney beans in. Gently toss everything together, so you're just gonna keep on mixing till you've got a nice light coating of the seasoning on all of the meats and the veggies. And then I'm gonna let that simmer in the pan for another 5-6 minutes, let all of those flavors marry and come together, and then I'll be ready to build my bowl. So here's how I like to build my bowl. I take about 1/2 cup of the brown rice, I put that right in the bottom of the bowl. Then a nice big handful of the romaine lettuce, a big heaping tablespoon of shredded cheese over the lettuce. I like to put the cheese right under the meat so that the meat can melt the cheese. And then I'm gonna put that Bison mixture right over the top and finish it with some fresh chopped tomatoes. Now you could of course use any of your favorite taco toppings. You could do some sour cream, some Greek yogurt, some avocado, maybe some crumbled up tortilla chips, whatever you love. This is your time to really take the recipe and run with it and make it your own. Now, if you were thinking about making this recipe for meal prep, I would do everything the same that I just did, but I would leave the romaine out of the equation. You want to pack that on the side. This way, if you want to heat your taco bowl up, you can do that without getting the lettuce hot, and then you could finish it by adding the lettuce in it. So you would just put everything in an airtight container, bring your lettuce on the side, and enjoy. It's got that nice smoky warm flavor with the crisp lettuce and then the heartiness of the rice. I mean, truly, this is a taco in a bowl. This is a delicious, well-balanced meal. You've got your protein, your veggies, and some good quality carbohydrates. And I find not only is it easy, but it's also super family friendly. So I hope you give this recipe a try. And when you do, come on down to the comments and let me know what you think. And if you enjoyed this recipe, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a new recipe. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Danny Spies, and I'll see you back here next time with some more clean and deliciousness. Cheers!